Hey, welcome to Ask the Expert, everybody. Our friends from AirZone are here now. If you have questions for our expert, Brent Lewis is here. Give us a call, 613-789-6559, extension 2803. Email us, ottawa.morning@ctv.ca. You can even Facebook us questions, too, on our Facebook page. Feel free to do that. You can even tweet us if you like. Morning, Brent. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. Did you have a good weekend?
Awesome.
You getting busy?
We are starting to get busy. If the weather ever changes and gets in our way, we'll start to do some ACs.
I know you got, what, 50 orders or so of ACs that you got to install.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is there no rush to do that?
No. Today, I guess, is starting to be 11 degrees, but soon we'll have some weather that I can get some ACs installed.
We were talking last year that we had the AC on by this time last year for a couple of days.
Yeah, we were golfing and we were doing a lot of stuff a year ago.
I know. But that's the way it goes. We're going to talk about a number of things, and if people have questions about their ACs, for example, be a perfect time to ask. But I would guess there are several companies that do what you do in and around the area?
Yeah, Ottawa's a very competitive market.
Right.
There's a lot of different contractors, small guys, large guys.
Yeah. Where would you put yourself in the category? Small, large, medium?
I'm in the medium, in the middle.
Yeah.
And, you know, customers trying to pick a contractor, got to look at a couple different things.
What am I looking for when it comes to this sort of thing? Because you look after a number of things. Furnaces, ducts with a T.
Yes.
Obviously air conditioning, all that sort of thing.
That's right.
Right.
I mean, licensed contractor is the number one thing. You want to make sure that the guys that are coming to your door are licensed technicians,
right,
and that the company is a registered licensed contractor. That's the number one thing.
Okay.
Liability insurance. There's lots of guys driving around doing installs, furnaces, ACs that don't actually have the coverage to be able to be in your house.
Right.
If something goes wrong, you want to make sure that your house is covered, and that that company has liability insurance.
You don't want to be on the hook for something like that.
Things can go wrong.
No, exactly. What else should I be looking at? Obviously, checking references, I think, is something that people don't do enough of.
Better Business Bureau is out there for a reason. I mean, go check that. We are an A+ rated company. You want to verify that the company that you're dealing with is reputable. After sales service is a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
We have 24-hour emergency service. There are a lot of companies out there doing installs, and then if something goes wrong and it breaks down, you got to be able to find these people. They got to be able to get to your house and fix something.
That's one thing that people get in trouble with is after-sales service a lot of times, right?
Yeah. Because
if you don't hire a reputable company to install, let's just go with a furnace idea, for example. That's a big item in your home. If you're trying to do it on the cheap or get someone in that isn't registered, and there's no way you can follow up if something goes wrong with your furnace, and who do you call but the people who installed it, who looked after it, right?
Well, there's warranties and there's guarantees. The warranty comes from the manufacturer.
Yes.
The manufacturer will warranty the parts. The company you hire should have a guarantee. 100% satisfaction guarantee, that's what we have. If anything goes wrong with that furnace, we're going to be there to make sure that it's working.
Right.
You're going to be able to call us 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
And when it's -30 and your furnace isn't working, the expectation would be that we would show up.
Because I guarantee you, and it's happened to me personally, I guarantee you, your furnace will break down in the middle of the night on the weekend. That's when it happens, right?
Yeah.
That's when it happens.
I don't think you changed your filter. That's what I heard.
Wow.
But when it does, you got to be able to pick up the phone. You got to be able to get the guy on call that's going to come out and rectify that problem. When you're calling and you're talking to people, when you're making that call for a quote, you got to ask those questions. You got to make sure that these people have those people available. How many trucks do they have, and that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Just to make sure. Mm-hmm. And that after-sales service is vitally important when it's. Let's face it, a furnace or an air conditioning unit, it's not something the everyday handyman has any idea about.
No, and when you're spending $5,000, $6,000 on a piece of equipment for your home, you want to make sure that it's installed properly.
Yeah.
You know, that first year is typically when something's going to break down.
Right.
Once it gets running and it's running properly and it's maintained properly, it's going to last forever.
Is there a particular type of furnace that you guys are involved with?
We have three main manufacturers, Lennox, Bryant, and Amana.
Yeah.
Three higher-end products that we sell. Every manufacturer does have products that will work out for your budget. So our lower end products right up to the higher end stuff and everywhere in between.
Right.
So I carry these lines so I can offer that to my customers.
Right, and you're going to put together a package that's, you know, suiting the customer's needs, not only from a budget sense, but from a home heating and cooling sense.
Yeah, something that's going to fit their house and is going to work properly.
Well, okay, we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll talk about the evolution of the furnace and the air conditioner, because the products have certainly gotten better, like everything else.
Absolutely.
And what you should be looking for maybe in an AC unit, because Lord knows, around here we should have them. Really, we should. Telephone calls at 613-789-6559, extension 2803. Ottawa.morning.ctv.ca is our email address. You can Facebook us questions, even tweet us questions. We're here on Ask the Expert, AirZone HVAC Services. There's their address. They're on Colonnade Road. There's their phone number and the website. So make sure you get in touch with them if you need their services. Other than that, ask a question. Get on the telephone and do that right away. We'll be back with more of Ask the Expert after this.